What's poppin'? Welcome back to the What? Hip Hop Questions, Legends, and Lists.
The only podcast where we ask questions and try to answer a question by the end of the pod. My name is Nyla Simone.
I'm Mouse Jones, a.k.a. the man that puts a jux in juxtaposition.
And helping us through this is our producers, Darren, a.k.a. D Block, and A King. Before we get into today's topic, we just wanted to hit a couple trending topics that's been going on. I know we took an absence last week, but we're back. But a lot has
Did we take an absence? It's podcasting. You could listen. You heard us. We were there. There's a plethora of, maybe I've been podcasting for too long. Because I really hate when people be like, oh, you took off a week. Bitch, these episodes didn't go nowhere. Maybe, I know y'all niggas don't be listening.
But we didn't give a new episode. That's
because maybe they should have listened closer to what we had to say 2 weeks ago. You ever think about that? The problem with this generation is niggas don't be listening. They just be hearing.
Yo, anyways. We took a break, but we're back, and we want to talk about a few of the things that happened, because a lot has happened.
Yes, a lot has happened in the span of 2 weeks. I want to say first and foremost, rest in peace, sleep well. 2, the drama king, K. Slay. He passed away last week due to COVID complications. As you guys know at this point, K. Slay, a legend, DJ legend from Harlem. He was known as the Drama King. His mixtapes were legendary, especially as it pertains to beefs. The Nas and Jay-Z battle came to mind. But K. Slay, who is not known by many, you might not know that he got to start as a graffiti artist, which, and the thing about K. Slay that I love so much, he was an OG that held on to certain principles, right? Like, I didn't agree with everything, and obviously, there was some back and forth a few years, but at the end of the day, K. Slay is a legend.
Yep.
And what he's done for the community, what he's done for my career. You know what I mean? Somebody like me, who finds himself in controversy all the time, like, who's not afraid to, be in front of a microphone, be in front of the camera, and like address issues head on. Come on, man. That's K. Slay, man. Like, and he was somebody who you believed. When he used to say, like, he gonna slap the shit out your favorite DJ, or like I'll never forget the Who Shot You freestyle with him and 50. And he's like, 50, you take care of the rap niggas, and I'm gonna slap the shit out of these DJs. And I was just like, yo, why is he talking like this, bro?
You loved it.
I loved it.
I know you did.
Yo, sitting in front of your radio, for New Yorkers, I don't know at the time, I don't know how far radio spread, I don't know what satellites picked up what, but to live in New York and to wait in front of your radio Friday night and hear them fucking sirens, the Drama King is in the building. Like, nah, man. Rest in peace, K. Slay. We'll never have another one. Y'all new DJs too nice. Y'all way too nice to be like Drama Kings or Queens.
I mean, I'm a nice DJ. I can't speak for everybody.
I mean, they're nice. Like, everybody's nice on them, like, in front of the mic and in front of the camera. They might be like bitches behind the scenes, but
that is true.
But like on camera, everybody like, hey, bro, what's up, bro? Bro, nah, fuck with me, twin. Like, you know what I mean?
Why are you doing that accent?
I don't know.
Come on, we didn't bring in the guest yet.
I don't know. But like, everybody's nice. Like, every DJ is nice. Everybody's friends. There's no more competition. Nobody wants to be better than the other person. Well, I mean, I guess you could speak to that a bit. We don't gotta get too deep into it, but like, I don't know if I'm upset or I don't know if I'm annoyed by like the competition-less that atmosphere we're in now, but like, no DJ wants to be like, I feel like nobody's proactively wants to be better than anybody. Everybody kind of wants to be buddy-buddy.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to other people. I just worry about what I got going on. But I will say that I think that there's just so many different pockets in DJing now, and there's so many like people that just learned how to DJ yesterday that's now DJing at parties. And I think that the scale of DJing is so broad now that we would have to do it by criteria and then look at it like that. But it's like some niggas just learned how to DJ last night and it's getting booked because they're models. Or, then there's DJs that have been DJing for years.
The soul of K. Slay lives on.
Talk
crazy, Nyla.
I'm not talking crazy. I'm just saying it's different.
Fuck these model DJ bitches is what Nyla and Simone is saying. You heard? We said it here on the What?
No,
Stop
you said
playing
that
with
here
Nyla.
on the What?
Nyla slapping heads off at the next function.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I don't know about that. All right. You're so
Rest in peace.
aggy.
Rest in peace to Drama King. Rest in peace, K Slay.
Yes.
Nyla, what else we got on the? What else did we miss?
Oh my gosh. All right. So something that I thought was interesting.
You sound so irked before you even about to talk about
a little bit. I am just a little bit. So something I thought was interesting is Future is on the cover of GQ. Shout out to Elliott Wilson for this one.
Big shout out to Elliott Wilson. Shout out.
He named Future the best rapper alive.
Did he say that? Did Elliott say that, or was he given that? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Was Elliott given that not byline, but was he like, hey, we're gonna?
I don't know, but since I know Elliott is responsible for it, it's just all going to Elliott.
Shout out to Elliott Wilson first and foremost because
no, don't piss me off.
I'm gonna tell you why this is important. Hip hop being covered in these like mostly white publications has never been this responsible before. It's never been handled with so much care, so much meticulation.
Best rapper alive.
This is the best article about a rapper. This is the best article about a rapper in GQ ever.
Well, I didn't read the article
You should
because the
read the
headline
article.
was blasphemy. So let's start
Is Future
there.
the best rapper alive?
No.
No, but I like the statement.
Hip hop is full of lies right now. Yeah, it is.
Provocative.
I mean,
No, it's not.
he's
It's
not.
provocative.
Here's what I will say. I'm about to get in trouble. He's not the best rapper alive.
He's not.
You would have to prove to me.
rapper.
I don't think there's enough proof. I don't think anybody can prove to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's not the best rapper alive, other than saying his name isn't Jay-Z. That's the only way. But I don't consider Jay-Z an active rapper.
You don't think Drake is a better rapper than Future?
Nah, I think. Did you hear What a Time? Have you heard any of their features? Future is the anticipated verse.
No.
No one cares.
On what?
On every song. If there's a song with Future
on
and Drake.
Jumpman. What's Future's verse on Jumpman?
Jumpman.
You don't even know that's the.
But I don't know.
Drake said.
I also don't know what Drake. I can't rattle off Drake's verse to Jumpman either.
Jumpman, Metro Boomin on production. Wow, he had the coolest part.
Say it again. What he said?
Jumpman,
Metro Boomin.
on
And who made
production.
Metro
Wow.
Boomin famous? All right. Thank
21
you.
Savage.
No, King Future.
21 Savage did.
Metro was actually signed to Future at the time.
Okay, so you know what?
Meatball head ass.
So you know what? Well, let's bring in our guest today, Barry. Since you are from Atlanta, you can speak on this subject, I feel like, very well, too. Barry, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yo, Barry said this
He's
shit,
looking.
too.
He's looking to see which way he about to take off.
Nah, it just, you can't disrespect Black Jesus.
Black Jesus?
Well,
Like
Jesus is black no matter what. So it's
That's
only
what
Jesus.
we're giving Future?
Future is the God.
He's not the God, but he could be Jesus.
He's the God.
He could be Jesus.
He's the God.
God of what?
What you talking about? He is the reason for the reason. It's Future. Like, he's the future. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nigga say he the reason for the reason. That's nuts.
This is
Like,
actually sick.
you know what I'm
Look,
saying? I mean, listen, DC, clearly you New York. We not finna do this Future shit.
What you talking?
Future is.
I agree.
No, yeah, but you can halfway agree.
I mean, I agree to where it makes sense.
halfway agree. Nah,
I agree to
it's
logic.
Future, bro. Future is the reason. A lot of reasons is the
but
reason.
this God
Nah, I'm
complex that you
about to-
guys have
This
on,
is-
the God complex is Future. I was mad that they
It's
put him
Future.
as best rapper.
Why he
Like,
not?
That already don't disagree
What you
with.
mean? What's best rapper right now in a generation of niggas who can't rap?
I feel like Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, Kendrick Lamar's
Best
like
rapper.
Kendrick Lamar's not fully active though. I'm going with what he said. Them niggas is not really active.
Like
active.
Future is active, bro. Like Future is the definition of active.
Yeah, like
Like
Kendrick.
Nick-
Yeah, Kendrick is Future lyrically better than Kendrick, more artistic than Kendrick
No.
to a certain extent. You kind of.
No.
No.
Is he
you
more
talking about?
lyrical than Kendrick? See,
Future came out.
No.
Future came out with a R&B album.
yes, he did.
He came out with a rap album.
Same day.
Kendrick ain't do that shit.
Kendrick came out with.
Well, listen, I'm not
Pulitzer
listening.
Prize
We're not
winning
gonna. We're talking about lyricism and the ability to rap. No, you can't say he's the best. They didn't say the best lyricist alive.
They said,
They said the best rapper. What you mean? He the nigga who
I don't
constantly
think.
rapping.
I mean, I don't know when
There's a lot of niggas that's constantly
Who?
rapping.
Would they not
Drake
Future?
Is constantly rapping.
No, he not.
Cole's
No,
constantly-
no, they
Yes,
not.
are.
Drake is not constantly rapping.
Drake is
He
not
makes it. He
constantly rapping.
releases
Cole's not
R&B
constantly rapping.
songs.
That's my people.
Well,
Cole
he just
Cole
came
stay
back.
present.
He came back.
He's fully ready to
He's
stay
doing
present.
Features and all
Oh,
that.
my
Future
nigga-
is like Batman, and all these other rappers is like Superman.
Who's more consistent than Future?
Nobody.
I mean, you could say Dirk.
Not
You
even.
say- Who gives you more content more consistently?
This is probably the longest
Baby.
Future's ever been on a break.
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah.
Baby been out for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Okay, see now that's all Atlanta though. So anything with Atlanta nigga, I'm going.
See, look, I'm over here coming up with real shit to talk about. I literally was forming points, and he's like, oh yeah, there you go.
No, but I'm saying I can see
Like you
Baby.
can't
I can
compare
see-
Baby.
No, Baby does.
He's
He
been
drops
out for
consistent-
two. He's
Yeah,
been
but
out
he
for
ain't-
2
but
weeks, bro.
Baby-
He drops
ain't got- he
consistently,
ain't-
He's giving features.
I
He's
feel
putting
you.
niggas on.
He been out
Like,
for 2 weeks.
You
bro.
talking about two niggas that I stand? Them two niggas to me is,
All right, so
them my spirit animals.
so
man.
then Lil Baby could have been voted as best
I mean,
rapper.
but-
How he hasn't been out as long?
I mean, also Elliot Wilson didn't write it. I mean, Elliot wrote it. So shit, I'm going with
Future
that
been
too.
out. Future been out for like what 15 years, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since
and-
Meatball,
okay, and
Dungeon
then you
Family,
guys
like, come
and
on,
then
bruh.
you guys also brought out the fact that he put out R&B albums. Like, why are we talking about his R&B albums if we're
Oh, hold
talking
on, hold
about
on,
the
hold on.
best rapper?
Hold on, wait a minute. But he also wrote shit for other people. He wrote that Kanye shit too. Don't disrespect my man.
What Kanye shit?
He just wrote something. He wrote something to Donda. What you talking about? He did that shit too.
Don't play with Future, bro.
I'm not saying
He
that
wrote
Future
Ciara
isn't-
big. He wrote Ciara
I-
something. He brought
Don't-
Ciara back to a
don't-
number one.
don't-
He brought her back to a number
Don't
one.
do
Stop
that,
playing with my
please.
man.
I hate when niggas say that
Stop.
shit. Why are we
What
even
you
talking about
mean?
Ciara? We
He's
talking
just talking about his
I'm
artistry.
talking about his artistry. We're talking about why he's the best rapper. I'm not talking about their relationship. That's between
But
two grown
mad-
ass people. I don't
Mad
do that.
people have great pen. I'm just talking about
No,
Future
mad
and-
people don't have great.
Yeah, I was about to say that's crazy. That was a crazy statement.
Yeah, no, mad people don't do that. Nuh-uh.
That's the problem. We wouldn't be sitting
Yeah,
here having
we
this
wouldn't be
conversation
here
if mad
in the-
people had great pens,
Yeah, we just-
especially today.
yeah, a lot of niggas have bad pens.
I think there's a
Bad, very bad pens.
touche.
Yeah,
A lot of niggas need pencils.
Yeah, facts.
No, number one.
Erasables.
Right.
Yeah,
The little goddamn, the little ones, the magnetic pencils.
I think that giving Future best rapper alive is a drag, but I do think that Future,
Not best lyricist. They didn't say best lyricist.
but that's a
They
part
didn't say
of
best.
rapping.
They didn't say
That is
best
a
art.
part of
Listen, to
rapping.
me,
So if you-
artists. To me, best artist, best lyricist, best rapper is 3 different categories, bro.
best artist, best lyricist. Okay, so I think that he would be good in best artist. I think that makes sense. Best rapper.
I'm not
I don't
gonna
think
argue. I wouldn't argue with that.
I'm not. Gonna,
I would-
I'm not.
I would
I'm not
feel
gonna.
com-
I'm not
I
gonna
would-
mad today. I'm not.
Yeah,
mad
I
at
would
that
feel
nigga.
more comfortable if they would have called him the best artist in hip hop
I agree too, because like you said, he
or the
does-
best artist. I mean, I don't
Currently?
listen. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of other kinds of music.
I don't know about currently, but I would.
Nah,
give it to him.
currently
I would-
he's
I
the
would
best
give it to
artist.
him just for
Who better
this
than
era.
him?
Just
If we're talking about if we're just going off your point and like talking about some a title that would encapsulate all that he does fairly,
then it would be.
he's the
artist.
best artist in hip
On
hop.
some real shit, bro. I'm like a no nonsense type of toleration towards Future. Disrespect. Anything Atlanta though. I mean, I don't give a fuck what it is. Anything that says ATL in front of the motherfucker, I'm 1000% riding.
It's so crazy
We
how
definitely-
All the way. I don't
Nah,
give a fuck what you say.
we definitely about to. The comments gonna be like, "Oh, this is Atlanta bias."
it's really
First it was
cool.
Earth
But
Gang.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
New York is like that too. Like
No, we're not.
anything bad about
No, we're not.
Y'all are in a bad
Yeah.
place right now.
No,
who's y'all?
how's New
He
York
is
in a
in a
bad?
bad
place?
What borough are you from?
I live in Brooklyn. I'm from Long Island though.
Okay, listen, man. Y'all in the bad place.
How we in a bad place?
Who is y'all?
Oh, you not from here. I forgot.
But
But you,
She's been in a bad place.
yeah, you
Oh, shut the
DC.
hell
All y'all have is Wale.
no, we got Ari Lennox.
Oh yeah, I do have Ari. I got
Baby
Wale,
girl.
Ari,
We got Wale.
Brent.
We got Brent.
It's quiet after
We
that.
got
had
Alex
Goldlink.
Vaughn. She's coming.
Alex
Yeah,
is
Golink.
coming.
Golink, I think, is coming back. We really.
Nah, Go. Yeah,
Man, we got-
y'all treated Golink like go-go music. Y'all got rid of him.
Well, I mean, he was making wild comments, but I think we're
Was he? Was he really?
Yeah, he was making
can't be
wild
talking on a
comments.
dead man like that.
Yeah, that's
Why not? He feel a way about the dead man.
Nah,
On social media, you
Who-
think that's the right place
Nah,
to
see,
go?
this is what I be saying.
Nah,
What did I say earlier? Now look. Don't let the industry maul you.
No,
Where we come from,
no,
if a nigga got an issue with a nigga,
no.
it's up forever.
Definitely
Nah.
not on social media.
Nah,
even
you
if
can't.
even if
Nah.
you feel like that,
Look, I don't got
No.
listen, first and foremost, I'm never canceling a black man over what he said about a white man. That's never happened.
Ooh.
Ever in life. That's one.
I was-
That's
all right,
off
let's
rip.
pivot.
No, let me finish. That's off rip. I'm never, ever in my life canceling a black man.
Let's just move past it.
No, I'm just saying.
That was my little brother. We got it. I've been knowing Max since he was 15. We got to
Look, I don't know nothing about the man.
I feel you.
I'm
We
just
gotta-
saying,
we gotta- we can't-
I'm never gonna turn on a black man
Yeah.
because what he said about a white man. That's
Yeah.
one. And then two, as grown men, like you said earlier, you said, "Oh, I'm not gonna speak on their relationship." That's two grown people. Two grown people had this man obviously feel the way about what this man did or what he think this man did or how it affected him. So just because everybody else is like, oh, you know what I mean?
But
If he
question,
felt-
but
go ahead,
question,
go ahead.
where we from? You don't. Certain things is just you don't speak about though. Once you can't
Unless
speak on
you
some-
unless you prepared to deal with the consequences.
Yeah, I'm saying you just don't speak about dead people though. You know what I'm saying? Like dead people can't defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be different if a nigga said some shit while a nigga was alive. Then I mean I'm 1,000% with you, nigga. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is don't speak about somebody who's no longer here to say anything. To me, that shit just is 1,000% corny. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing is, nigga, like. Stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel that way, I'm not gonna tell a nigga, I'm with you. I'm not gonna tell a nigga he can't feel the way he feel. How you feel is how you feel. Like, I'm not here to convince a nigga to feel the way they feel. But at the same time, if a nigga's not here to say nothing, let that shit be what it is. Nigga, don't speak on a dead person, period. Like, that's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else morally is different, though. But like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't push morals on people.
Okay,
That's my thing.
And then
I feel you. And I can't make you do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't make him do that.
Right.
But for me personally, just you don't speak on whether it was my nigga or not. You don't speak on a nigga who's not here. Like if we had issues and I passed, like if you said what you said, nigga, yo, and you came back and was like, nigga, you know how I felt about that nigga. I said it when he was here,
Yeah.
nigga. Then
Which is
I'm
not, which is most like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
like why I live the way I live.
Yeah, I'm
just
saying
so a nigga could never be a no. I'd be like, listen, I told you how I felt about a nigga when he was breathing.
Yeah, I mean that I feel it. So I ain't mad. That's just when niggas choose to do things, and I think niggas tend to do things for publicity sometimes. Which is just niggas.
Okay,
is lame,
so
bro.
But that's
see
why
now
I
that's
said-
yeah. So that that part, if that's what's going on, that's to me that's cool.
I mean that's
But that's
what
why I said putting it
yeah.
on social media was whack, because you could feel that way, and it would be different even if it was a recorded conversation that got out.
Yeah,
He
I'm
really
cool with
went-
that.
He really went on the gram and tweeted a paragraph about him. Like that's
That part I'm not upset about because it's the medium, right? It's 2020 whenever he did it. That's the medium we're in now. It's social media age. So like I'm never gonna tell
Man,
somebody based
that
on
nigga album was not doing too well. That nigga needed something to boost.
which album was it? That was the Green Cover album.
I don't know. Just the one that
it's
didn't
the
do
one
well.
with you say on it.
It's the one that didn't
It
do
didn't do
well.
well. It didn't do well.
The one that didn't do
Not the
well.
one that
And damn,
did
and I'm a
well.
Gold Link fan. Yeah,
I mean,
That's
that
how
was the way to put it.
Fuck
Look,
the title,
when he
fuck
said
the
it,
name, just-
when he said that, immediately I knew which album it was because I was like, yeah,
I
that
had,
was
like,
the one.
record on it. But anyway, okay, enough of the biasness, enough of the DC talk, etc. Let's get into music that I am excited about. As I saw Kendrick is back and dropping.
Yeah.
Nyla.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
super excited about it. How you feeling? What's your thoughts?
I've been a huge Kendrick fan most of his career since Overly Dedicated dropped. So
What do you?
I've never
think?
been disappointed. So I highly doubt I'm gonna be disappointed this go out
Yeah, the name is Mr. Morale and the Big Step.
in the Big Steppers.
That makes me feel like he about to bring in.
I think
mad
it's Mr.
new
Morale.
niggas. Huh?
I think it's Mr. Morale.
Who do I think?
No,
That's the name of
the
the
way
album.
you said it. You said Mr. Moral. I think it's Mr.
Oh,
Morale.
Mr. Morale.
Facts. It's Mr. Morale.
Oh, he said facts. He said facts.
I got D Block in New York,
Oh, I'm proud of you. That was all right.
D Block said fact.
But all right. So Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yo, DMV people hate words. Morale. Mr. Morale.
So anyway,
y'all just wild.
No, go ahead.
I
I'm
feel
sorry.
like it's gonna be featured heavy based off like
No.
and the Big Steppers because it's giving me
It's
like
Kendrick, bro.
It's gonna be feature heavy.
Oh, well, you know. See that? I can't
It
compete
is?
with that.
There's gonna be some features on there.
Okay, I only said it because he said and the Big Steppers, so it
Well,
sound like
go ahead.
he's bringing in like the new Big Steppers. Plus, he made the announcement, with the PG Lane.
Yeah.
I
This
I think
is
that's
the last.
dope though. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be
this is
dope
the
that he
last
got features on
album. This is the quote unquote last album with TDE. I don't know if the music will sound the same after TDE, but I also don't believe that it's the last album with TDE. I believe he's gonna stay. Something's gonna happen.
Why do you think that?
You don't just walk away from.
It's,
Top
bu-
dog.
it's
You don't just
business.
walk away from top.
It's business.
Okay. I also don't. Yeah.
Oh.
It's business.
All right.
I believe he's walking away though.
You believe so?
I believe he is. I mean, I think Top is a good nigga. I think Top,
I just don't think it make one. I think
he
that
served
way.
his purpose.
Right, but I also
in
don't
the
think.
ecosystem of their situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Top is a person that probably would love him to grow into his own. I think that's a. I think
Which would
Top-
be dope because we've never seen that. We've in hip hop. There's not many times we've seen an artist, like you kind of said, serve their purpose. Serve out. Put out as many albums as they're supposed to put out, honor their contract. Let's say
Drake
that.
did too. Drake.
Nah, there was some bullshit around it. What I'm saying, and then plus Drake's in like 17 deals, so we don't know which one you're talking about.
I was talking about.
That was good. That was good. I caught him that time. Then he was like, yeah, goddamn. Nigga said, I was trying to be political. Goddamn, that was good.
No, I'm not political at all. I thought that shit was pretty funny.
But no, what I'm saying
is, thought of you thinking that. I was like,
like we never see that where somebody honors their contract, gets out of it. There's no, yo, let me out. Like he honored the contract and he's gonna move on and grow. And I think that'll be dope to see Kendrick be the
That's
first
what I think is dope
do
about
that.
it. I think that's what I think is dope about it. I mean, like Kendrick could have sit around and did a lot of the shit that some other artists do. That's why I like Drake though. I mean, like a man finishes obligations.
Yeah.
Because a man has to know what he signed up for. Like regardless, you take the good or the bad. You like when you do something. There's one thing when somebody's being negligent and they not allowing you to like do and honor what they said they were gonna do, then it's an issue. But a lot of these younger artists, you know what I'm saying, them niggas just be hooping and hollering because they wasn't prepared for the work and shit that came with it. So you know what I'm saying? A nigga like Kendrick, a nigga like Drake, whether it's 17 contracts, 5, who the fuck cares? The nigga did his time. You know what I'm saying? It's like committing a crime and then having to go sit down. Like, nigga, you did it.
Yeah.
Like, go live up to it.
It's funny you said it like that, because that's now that you put it like that, that's exactly what it seems like. It seems like, you know, when a nigga outside and he doing all that, you know, sometimes the hood nigga be like, oh, you know, you performing, you know, you auditioning. And then you get that role, which means you get locked up.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you want to tell. And now it kind of, now that you said it like that, you put it that way. It's
Everything
kinda,
has to be broken down in
artists
nigga terms to me.
Yeah, like artists, they want to get signed. They do all this to get signed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay no mind to what comes with being signed. Yeah. Then you get signed and then you want to tell everybody, he won't let me out. Like that's the same.
What you mean? I just spent $2 million.
Right.
The fuck you mean? I don't give a fuck because you don't feel like it work right now. Yeah. Nigga, where my $2 million at?
You're right.
See,
recoup.
Yeah, recoup, nigga.
To circle back to the Future argument and you saying that Kendrick is not really active enough.
You not see once again.
Wait,
we moved past the Future.
No, I'm not about
you gotta stay past that.
Comparing apples and oranges. What I was gonna say is that because Kendrick doesn't like actively drop, and when he does drop, it's just quality art. Is what I'm looking forward to. Like it's an anticipation. A lot of people.
Nothing at all. Why you bring Future name up in there?
I was saying circling back because y'all was trying to say.
No, you spinning the block for no reason though. The op niggas is that way, fam. You on the wrong block.
You was trying to say.
You on the wrong block.
Man, y'all are so
you on the wrong block.
The op street is on H.
Y'all was trying to say that Kendrick's not valid because he don't drop a lot.
First of all, I never said Kendrick was not valid.
Okay, well y'all was saying that Future's
and you
more
know
valid.
how I feel about Kendrick. I never said he was not valid.
I do know how you, but you were trying to say that Future is valid for the best rapper alive because
he's consistent.
More.
But that's the way we.
Because you drop more doesn't mean his art is any better.
But we're talking about. But
Kendrick
we're talking about active
anticipation.
No.
Future built anticipation. The nigga Future built anticipation. He dropped
not like Kendrick.
7 days apart from each other.
Not like Kendrick.
Do you remember when? Future dropped? And then do you remember when Hendrix dropped? It was 7 days apart, and niggas was mad excited.
I remember he was doing all that purple umbrella shit, harassing people's husbands and shit.
He the
like
wizard,
that.
bro.
That was
stop playing with the wizard, bro.
He the wizard.
Stop playing with him. Evil. Stop playing with him.
Who's evil?
Nah, see you missed it.
You're not even. You're not even really there. You're not even with the Future wave.
No, I'm not. Like what?
What do you? Why though? What's going on with you?
No, I used to really like Future, but then
you used to really like him.
Then she found her womanhood, and it was like
I used to really like Future, but then when the whole him and Ciara thing happened, it was just a lie for me.
But why are you so? Why? This is what I don't be understanding. Like, this would be my issue, right? This is my issue.
Okay,
like you know what I'm saying? Like when Mouse was talking about the fucking situation, I can listen. I can agree to disagree with somebody without that having to be biased in the middle of it. Like I don't have to like try to force a nigga to feel the way I feel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't really know. Like we just know her side and his side.
We don't even know his side.
And we don't really know because it's really, but then it's really the truth.
You're right. There's two sides to
every story. Like, cause if you go listen to Dirty Sprite 2, you know, you listen to but hold on, but listen to the end of it. He actually was talking about how he felt like his music was diminishing in LA, trying to be the perfect person for her. And he was like, yo, I need to go back to my roots, come back home with me to Atlanta. This LA shit too Hollywood for me. My shit is getting watered down. I know what they really want to hear from me, so I got to get them what they want, which was the super crazy shit. He was talking about he knew what a fan base of people wanted for him.
Gotcha.
Not saying that he had to do the shit, but he's saying like 21 got an interview on Breakfast Club where he say, hey man, if I went up here talking this crazy shit, I wouldn't be right here. Like he can't get mad because a nigga know his audience.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I don't know what went on between them. I'm not saying that nigga is the perfect person. I'm not saying she. All I'm saying is, what the fuck they got to do with anybody?
Okay.
That shit. I'm talking about the music. That nigga's an entertainer to me. I'm listening to the music. I ain't talking about goddamn jumping out the window for no nigga.
Yes, no, I hear you loud and clear. I was a fan of Future up until the double album drop a week apart.
Talking about the perfect shit.
I was about to say
that shit was the best shit ever happened.
The perfect shit ever.
Street shit, and then you gonna give me the R&B shit.
And then the reason why is because I really liked Ciara, and it's not even that I still listen to her music or anything like that. I just liked her as a person, and I thought that him.
That's crazy. You abandoned the nigga Future for a woman you don't even listen to.
Yeah, but
Let's move on.
But no, listen,
Bro,
and then,
the fan base so fucking fickle.
But then
bro.
on top of like
You
that,
like her Instagram post.
listen, on top of that, I don't even I don't follow people that don't follow me back. So that's that.
So what are you liking?
So you defending this woman based on music you don't listen to, Instagram you don't.
No, I like Ciara. Just
What's the
based on-
Yaha? What is it? Yaha Sisterhood of the Pain shit? What's it?
The traveling sister. The traveling
That's what you on right there?
No, it's just like
You on that type shit?
I got mad childhood memories to Ciara.
Yeah,
Oh, because
There's an infinity for
Matrix?
Ciara.
Listen, man, I love Ciara.
There's an infinity for her.
I
But
love
then
Ciara.
also,
Okay.
I guess just during her situation, and then I listened to both albums that he dropped, and I'm like, damn, this nigga's mad misogynistic.
Bro,
Welcome to
wait,
hip-hop,
hold on,
bro.
time out.
And then that's when I just,
See, that's how I know you're not really listening to Future.
yo, I am
That
listening.
nigga was really, really hurt about
He
that
gave us some
situation.
shit
What are
in
you
his-
talking about?
No, he gave us a project where he was in his bag, and then he gave us a project on some fuck this shit.
No. Hendrix was not on that shit. Hendrix was on some, you put me here. Like, this is where I'm at. He was hurt for real. Like, if you listen to that solo, you turned on me. I watched a good girl turn on me. Like, he literally tells you, like, how that shit fucked him up. You listening to that project wrong. I love that project. I was just playing that project on my Instagram.
Oh my
I love that
God.
project. Because on some real shit.
I listen to Future and Hendrix like at least twice a month.
Yeah, like, bro, he really was saying, like, he took a chance on a new lifestyle. I don't think he was prepared for at the time. And he felt like it turned on him. I'm not saying nobody is right or wrong in the situation. I'm just saying two people got hurt. And they had a beautiful child in the situation. Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, y'all just need to be great co-parents.
I'm going to go back and
that nigga
listen to
said,
it.
the nigga Future so misunderstood. The nigga said on Petty 2, the nigga said, they called me a Debbie when I bought my daughter a Birkin.
Okay, yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts. How the world call you a Debbie because you bought your daughter something you can afford?
You know what?
I think he actually said they called me a deadbeat and I went and bought my daughter a Birkin.
Oh, I don't understand. Look, and that could be true because
he said I went and bought my daughter.
Maybe I don't hear, the vernacular sometimes throw me, but that, either way.
Look, I don't know him personally. I'm gonna go back and listen, but I do feel like.
But we talking about music. We're not talking about.
Yeah, how did we get into this? Because that was not my
you brought-
point.
Because you
That
keep spinning the block on my man.
That was not my point.
My nigga saying,
like you spinning the block on my nigga. My nigga just
that nigga see you come around the corner, he letting off.
Yo, that was not my point in bringing up.
He got that goddamn strap.
I was saying that. Stop talking like that.
Nigga Barry got that goddamn strap.
Yo, I was saying that Future is consistent. Kendrick takes breaks. The good thing about Kendrick taking break is that it's anticipation.
I mean,
it's fresh. We're waiting for it.
It's not.
It's well thought.
I have a thought process that niggas like Kendrick, Cole, and them niggas are helping destroy music.
Go there. I want to hear.
I have that because
Cole doesn't really.
No. I don't.
Cole does, bro. Cole does wait. I mean, in terms of when I say destroying music, I mean like. Because there's so much trash that is being consistently outputted, you know what I'm saying, the output, them niggas' quality of music needs to also be able to stand next to the shit. The kids need different, they need
a variety.
They need the variety of things. Thank you for, being from New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my word.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, they need a variety. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, like, I think they hurt shit more than they help shit sometimes. Like when they come back around, you excited because the quality of content.
This
they
is the
put out.
smartest.
but it's
But I don't think that. I think, nigga, I have a problem with niggas like. Listen, bro, I say the problem with Jid, Earth Gang. I tell any niggas, Smino, any of them niggas who really does the
Quality.
the quality opposite and that's creatively great. Them niggas got to start consistently putting out shit. Whether it's a song, you got to stay in the market.
But I mean,
Hold on,
back in the day,
It's not. We're not
like-
back in. We're not back in the day. So
Just
we're
hold
not
your
gonna say
thought.
that.
Just hold your thought now. I really want to say this. That's the smartest take. That's probably the smartest take I've ever heard. Whether I agree with it or not, that take is so smart because the way he framed it, right? He said they're destroying music. So immediately when I hear words like destroy, save, I think superheroes, right? You think about the conversations around. I don't know who's like geeky or who's into what, but like if you think around the conversations around superheroes, it's not so much that they're heroes. It's that what happens, what is the sacrifice? What does it sacrifice or what does it cost for you to be a hero, right? You think about we could talk about something like easy, like the Avengers films, right? And you could talk about like the Accord where they had to sign up and register as heroes. Why? Because every time you're having a fight to save the world, you're destroying countries, you're destroying worlds, and you're destroying worlds to save the world. So what does it cost to be a hero? And then now I think about what he's saying. He's saying that these people that we love, they're destroying me because they wait so long. By the time they come back, they got to destroy so much shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna come
That's
back around.
that's such a take. That's a really good
I mean,
take.
he's
Adam.
gonna come back around. Kendrick's gonna drop. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be heralded as amazing. I mean, it's Kendrick. I mean, he's a very thoughtful artist. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen is we're gonna say everybody's going the commentary on the internet is gonna be, oh, this is what we've been missing. Oh my God, blase blase this. But what I'm saying is when God gives you that gift, you have to stay present for other people to grow. Like think about a Martin Luther King. Think about a Martin Luther King didn't stay in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the truth. It's like niggas like him, niggas like Cole, niggas who bring that other side of what especially black people need and black artists need.
You need it consistent.
You need that shit consistently. I don't give a fuck if it's a song. I don't like that these niggas take too long. Me and Jid we've been beefing for the last 3 years about this shit.
Now,
Like,
what
nigga,
if-
drop the fucking album, nigga.
Now what?
facts.
Now
Jid drop the fucking album.
Jid, please drop the album.
Jid really
no,
drop
like
the
dead
album.
ass.
Yeah,
like
like,
everyone
the shit
here
is
is
hard.
dead ass. We're not playing with you. Drop the album. But what if this is the case? Is that possible? Is it possible for an artist that is as deep as the artist we're talking about? Is it possible for them to drop that consistently?
Yes.
Or do they have to?
But why
Or
does
do
it
they
have
have to
life.
bring? Not just that. Or to your point, to at least be present. Do they have to actively be bringing up other artists? So like you got Kendrick, right? And it does. Although yes, if you think about it, like yes, Kendrick hasn't dropped since Damn, but in the past 2 years, year and a half, we've heard from Kendrick because of Keem.
Mhm.
So is that another thing where they can stay present, or do you need to hear from them
You
consistently?
don't. This is what I say, and I think for me personally, I can only say for me, when I mean like consistently, I mean, bro, artists like them niggas have music.
They got shit in the tuck.
Yeah.
They got tons of music. They don't just
Record.
They
in
got
that
music.
process.
The problem with them they are in the generation of album artists, right? And that goes in probably to your next thing. They're in the process of they come from I make albums.
Mm-hmm.
What's albums in a generation of niggas that don't care about albums?
Single driven culture.
I mean, it's not even. I mean, it was always single driven culture. Like you used to put out a record that had a single on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Got your
saying?
First
Like,
single, you got your
yeah.
single leading up to the
yeah,
album.
like
and you gotta
niggas,
be a
the
second
single used to sell the album. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they used to give you the single. You
And
used
when
to buy the single with the instrumental, the radio edit and things, and then nigga, you had the album. The single was selling the album. It's no different of the concept.
And if the album ain't doing well, what you do? Release another single.
Yeah, like it's no different. It's just they come from the conceptual place of I have to put out a body of work. I need to give you my concept and who I am.
Well,
Like-
let me ask you this, Barry. Do you feel, with your expertise, with your experience,
See, I don't have no expertise. But
That's
I
a
feel
lie.
what you're saying.
But
I
that's a
don't
lie.
have one.
That is a lie.
That's not
that's
true.
a lie.
I don't like the word expert.
That's fine. You can hate
ain't
the
nobody,
word. You
ain't
can-
nobody an expert.
Right, but that because you have an expertise doesn't make you an expert. It
Okay,
just
you know how to
gives
break
you a
it down. You
different.
know how to- you
It gives you a
break it
deeper insight.
Yeah, I'll take. Give me experience.
All right,
Say
experience.
Okay, I don't.
Which is,
because niggas be trying to like. Because then you get something wrong. Niggas be like, "Nigga, you supposed to be." That, nigga.
what about your expertise,
Yeah, I
nigga?
thought you was an nigga. Nigga, don't put
All right,
that shit
so
on me.
based off your experience,
Yes.
and what you just said, do you feel that today, do you feel like right now that the album format is dying or dead?
No, I don't think the album format is dead, but I will say the way that we're consuming, I was just saying this shit on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? It was like, what we gotta understand is it's the device that dictates how we consume the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, nigga, it was a CD.
Right.
It was an 8-track, it was a tape.
Right.
Like to get to the next song on that tape, you had to fast forward
Yep.
it. You know what I'm saying? When it was the record, when it was the vinyl, like nigga, you had to place one record and then it had to move the shit. So like the device dictates how we consume it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. When we had the iPod, nigga, it was playlisting. Like you had the iPod, you could switch to what the fuck you wanted to. Then we had the motherfucking niggas had the CD player in their car that had the one, and then some nigga was like, I'm gonna create the 6 CD changer. Nigga, I'm tired of going to the back changing this shit. Let me get a whole, you know what I'm saying? So the device dictates how we consume the music. You know what I'm saying? So like now we have Spotify, we have Apple, we have Tidal, we have Amazon Music. It's the shit is in our phone, nigga. You can literally go to whatever song you feeling like, and nigga, it's to the point where like, I can listen to what the fuck I want to listen to. I ain't gotta listen to an album straight through to get to a song.
Right.
I can do what I want to do. It's a device. It is the platform that dictates how we consume music. And because the way Spotify and the rest of these DSPs and Apple and all this shit is set up, for some reason, damn, I feel like I gotta say all their names when I'm mentioning one because I feel like some old industry shit. Like the DSPs, like, fuck, I was about to just mention all of them. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon,
shit getting to me.
Zoom.
Man, Barry didn't mention goddamn title. Like,
there must be an issue with his expertise.
Yeah. Shit is fucking me up.
But Barry, can I just jump in, guys? What you just said is interesting. The technology kind of creates that kind of idea, right?
Yeah, it definitely dictates.
But when you had just a CD player and one CD, that kind of forced you to listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
Like when you walked to school with your CD player on.
I don't.
Created a habit.
But you bought the album.
You bought the album, but it didn't force you to listen to it.
But it made you want to listen. No. Think about it. When you bought an album, think about it. When
there was money attached to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So think about it. Let's think about this. When we all bought a CD, right? We bought one. We all listened to the whole thing because we wanted to see what was on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, we might have said, oh, fuck it, man. I only like 2, 4, and 6. That's why I don't get mad at playlisting. I don't get mad at this shit because, bro, like, nigga, we all created. Nigga, I dubbed over hella tapes and put tissue in that shit and press record to get what fucking songs I wanted off the radio. I also got them when the fucking MP3s came and the CD, and niggas, you could burn your own CD. I definitely burnt my own CDs with the shit I wanted on there. Yeah. So when niggas be talking about how kids consume and listen to music, I be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, nigga, we did the same thing.
Right.
The difference is, it's the output. The difference is now, nigga, Mouse, Nyla, you could drop a motherfucking album be in the same goddamn store the weekend is today. The difference is the playing field has changed because now everybody's able to be on the same playing field.
Right.
Everybody can upload. Everybody can put that shit in the store.
Yeah.
There's no physical store no more. Like, nigga, it's a virtual store. I can literally upload my shit and be sitting right next to your ass tomorrow. Like, that's really the thing. And it's, like I say, it's a device that controls how we consume. So if people are looking for, like, nigga, new music Fridays, but what's the difference between new music Fridays and new CDs dropping on Tuesday? I think, nigga, I don't know, man. In this game, niggas' perception is just based off how they win. And I don't like
that. I like that. I like that. But I do think it has, like you said, with the lower barrier of entry, and so when you were asking, like, what's the difference between New Music Friday? Like, I think me and Nyla was talking about it a few weeks ago. It's like, it's so much music coming out at once. And I don't, maybe just because we were the age we were, I don't ever remember this much music dropping.
But it's the device. Technology changed the ability to make music, bro. It's a different situation. Back in the day, nigga, you really had to either know somebody that had some bread to really go to the studio. Niggas really took time writing music and doing shit because niggas, I had to go pay for this shit for real. Like, nigga, I only got 4 hours in this motherfucker. I'm coming prepared because, nigga, I got to do the most I can do in 4 hours. Yeah. Now it's like, nigga, I can do this shit when I wake up from my bedroom. Nigga, I'm going to goddamn say what the fuck I want to say. But and I put it out, shit may go.
Right.
It's just a difference. Right. I'm not mad at it, bro. I enjoy it.
Which that part I do enjoy. I do enjoy seeing an artist being able to, I do enjoy being able to see a fan base be curated, molded, and then kind of A&R certain projects, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of like you said, like we've all seen it, whether they're successful or not. We've seen artists wake up, drop a record, and then people be like, I don't know if that was the one. and then they go back like Kanye is. He's now infamous for it, right? Kanye, whatever the first thing you hear, if you listen
I'm not paying
today,
attention to nothing Kanye dropping right now, but
Jesus
to
Christ.
the point of
All right.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
but to the point of like the bar is low, so people who are album people need to drop more albums. It's like even when they do drop, they don't really be getting the flowers that, you know, somebody who's not really putting as much thought and creativity into their work
Because in a
is
week,
doing. So
because in
then
a
it's
week something else
almost
gonna
like,
drop.
yeah, so then it's almost like why would they pour out all that passion just for no good return on investment?
Listen, man, I'm like, listen.
Like
The lifestyle I come from and how I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how political this podcast is.
It ain't
Not
political at all.
I mean, bro,
It's me on
I'm
it.
Just, I'm just saying, like,
Can't have no political
listen,
ties
man,
with me on
I
it.
try to break everything down in the most simplest terms, but it's like you selling drugs, bro. Like, if you got weed, worry about niggas that buy weed. Got coke, worry about niggas who got coke. If you got boy, sell to niggas who want boy. You know, at the end of the day, the problem is, to me, what the music industry is finna break into, just in my opinion, is we finna get more deep into subcultures of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Playboy
sure.
Carti is running a subculture of music.
Yeah.
And niggas doing arenas. He ain't got no motherfucking hit on the radio.
Yeah,
You don't
Nyla
need
just
one.
told me that. I was. She had mentioned Cardi, and I was like, that nigga's cold. He's done.
No.
And then I
Yeah.
looked. I was like, oh.
But my thing is, and like I say, man, to me, it's not about. I was just telling somebody this, man. I was really like in a building talking to some execs, some like, you know, some tops of the top of the top, and I was telling them, man, my thing is I want everybody to unlearn everything they think they know about the business. It has drastically changed. Like what we thought is an album or what we think is this is no longer what it has to be. There are artists that can just be closet artists. That's an artist that can just literally sit in his closet, make some music, drop that shit and never tour, and be the biggest fucking streaming nigga on the planet. He don't have to do the things that you normally think he should have to do. I don't have to have a radio single to be the biggest nigga in my space. You may never have heard of me.
So
Who
what does
fuck
that
cares?
look like then?
It doesn't matter. It's 8 billion people. You can get this shit. It's global now. It don't fucking
Yeah, but I
matter
think
what
they're
you
looking
want
for
it
the
to look
return.
like.
I think the labels, the execs, they're looking for the return, and I think they can't figure out how to make a return
It's
off the closet.
They can. We talking. It's niggas.
Can I just bring up something real quick? Like, let's talk about Saweetie, for instance, right?
I don't
10
know
years
about
ago, someone like Saweetie puts out two singles in a row. That's being sold as an album within a year. She's put out what, 5 to 6 singles,
Five,
and it's
five
still no
singles,
album.
three or four of them in the top 10.
And them shits have went stupid.
Yeah, that's why I
But
think she's a genius.
Also,
But that's
creatively,
why I'm saying about the album format being dead. Like 10 years ago, she puts out 2 hit singles. They're rushing to get that album.
yeah, they
out.
gonna force the album out.
Yeah, and then she would have been Lumity.
But I don't think. Listen, I think we're not understanding
TV.
how much money you're making off streaming. Did we not see that the music business globally generated
But
25?
who's making the money?
bro? The labels.
All right, that's what I was asking. Okay.
The labels. I mean, bro, the biggest misconception is Spotify doesn't pay. No, nigga.
They don't
the
pay
artist.
artists.
The money isn't trickling down to the
The
artist.
artists.
But nigga, every year to license that music, Spotify and them niggas are paying hundreds of billions of dollars to the big three. They're getting $1 billion before shit even drops, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to pay to license this shit.
Right.
Like now, what is fucked up about it is they haven't figured out the publishing for these songs now that they're not going to traditional formats of like radio and shit like that. But for the most part, bro, like the business is more viable than ever. Like to be an
For
artist.
the
and to-
exact.
for-
I'm asking.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, my nigga, like everybody shouldn't sign to a fucking deal neither. Like some niggas just don't like niggas. Everybody don't need a major label. It like you gotta know to me, you got to know what you're willing to do. And that's just the thing about today's time. Like artists have to know. Because if you're not willing to do radio single shit, if you're not willing to do this, you're not willing to do that, then what's the point of like going to sign
Signing
a
to a
deal?
deal.
Like fuck it, bro. Go get you an indie distribution deal. Go fuck with one of these indie labels. Go get you a nice 70-30 split, 80-20 depending on your situation. But if you really want some money, go do 50-50, bust it down with these niggas. Change your deal to a sliding scale, nigga. After the year 2, 3, I want to go up to 60 to 70% if I recoup. Go bust your motherfucking move and get
If
paid.
y'all didn't
Where
just,
you
if y'all didn't
found
just, YouTube whatever streaming service you look, if y'all niggas didn't just slow down, record that shit.
Yo, you just gave away the game so fast.
Bro,
But there's also not people like him going to, like, to find you or to get in, and it shouldn't be, but to find you or to get in contact with a person like you to give that information
It's
and
rare.
it be viable.
Bro, I give it.
It's not
I just
easy.
tell niggas on Twitter.
And
I
it's not
tell
free.
niggas on Instagram, bro. Because my thing is, I think we come from a generation of where niggas felt like the game should be sold, not told. But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, nigga, why do I care? I actually want more niggas to hear it because I think more niggas shouldn't really be artists. I think some people should be behind the scenes. Your love for music doesn't make you an artist. I don't even think niggas understand what being an artist is.
Yeah.
Like nigga, just because you make music does not make you an artist. Like nigga, you are just a nigga that just
Make music.
Nigga, I used to be a rapper too. Nigga, like who wasn't a rapper growing up? Nigga, everybody rap. Like, okay, and like, but being an artist meaning that you want to take, to me, you trying to take your artistry to the highest level.
Right.
There's certain things you got to do to be an artist. You got to do interviews.
Yep.
You got to show up. Your personal life will be exposed. To be an artist, you have to be an artist.
You gotta be a brand.
Yeah, you have to put yourself out there.
Yep.
So if you don't want to do radio interviews, you don't want to do the things, you don't want to make radio singles, you don't want to go do all these interviews and do this shit, then nigga, you're not an artist. You may just be a creator that want to do it at a lower level.
Or you just like making music.
Or you just like
express
making,
yourself.
maybe you, nigga, go get a journal. Write that shit down in your
But in the
journal.
same,
Maybe you're a songwriter.
That was a bar. Nigga, go get a journal, cause that's a.
I mean, I'm just saying,
but in
like,
that same
that.
in the same realm of that conversation though, if there's a these people that aren't artists that make music, if there's a way for them to get money,
they're closet artists. But what I'm saying is that's fine, right? There's some niggas who don't want to tour.
right?
Yeah.
They think they don't care
That's
nothing about that.
that's
They're
nuts.
not entertainers. That's cool, right? But my thing is, that's fine, bro. I think the internet has allowed there to be a certain level of creators. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can create how you want to create.
Yeah.
And I'm saying is that's cool. I'm just saying if you a closet artist, if you a nigga that just want to sit in your room and post up your fits and you know do the internet shit, that's cool too, nigga. You can get paid off that shit. But what I'm saying is like, don't go sign a major deal.
You said and post off your fits.
Post it. That's what niggas
Like your
do.
outfits.
No, a lot of people. I was gonna say that. I feel like it's big in New York too. A lot of artists are more worried about getting a deal just so they can get fly instead of actually.
Well, 'cause they're
worrying
broke.
about their
Because
music.
yeah,
Niggas is broke. I think that's a little different. I think that's like a more socioeconomic thing. Like, yeah, give me a deal because I make music
And
and
blow the bag on jury.
I'm gonna tell you, I be
and
tripping like
fucking
some niggas just be like, sometimes I be like, damn, bro, this nigga's really a model.
Yo, no, for real.
Like, just go be a model
Yeah.
and just use the other niggas' music behind what you doing.
But I think I like that though, and I like that thought process because I feel like a few of the women artists have figured that out, right? Like I always say that about Cardi B. Cardi B isn't the greatest
the
rapper.
greatest.
She is the
also
greatest.
the greatest.
She's the greatest hustler.
I love
Cardi is the greatest Instagram girl that ever lived. She
Love
is
her.
like if there was a definition for an Instagram girl and what it should be, that was Cardi. Cardi is not the fucking. I don't think she cared that much about rap. I think she figured, okay, well, this is what I'm doing. I got a big Instagram platform. I'm about to sell. Okay, I can sell teas. Now I can sell music. I'm in a million billion homes every Monday. Now I'm gonna sell music.
Cardi's a hustler.
Now I'm selling Pepsi.
Jay-Z a hustler.
Doesn't
Like-
that bring us back to our topic, Mouse? Like she hasn't followed up her album. And
It's different. It's different levels. It's different levels of artistry. It's different level of artistry though. I don't think nobody's
I'm not
anticipating
saying
a
it's
Cardi
bad
B
thing. I'm
album.
saying that the album format, getting back to our topic, album format being dead.
At least
I
it
don't
did
like
give us
calling
one good
anything
one.
dead. I don't think it's dead though. I don't think it's dead.
changed.
It just depends on who you selling dope to.
And how you can.
If your dope, if
Yeah, but a lot of
your
niggas just put-
consumers are album consumers,
Yeah, but a lot of these niggas selling fit. A lot of these niggas selling fentanyl. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of these niggas
a
just
lot.
a lot
A lot
of
of
niggas
people buying it.
a lot of niggas just packaging an album. It's a
But
bunch
who
of
are-
bullshit surrounded by like 3 decent songs.
I definitely don't think
Who are
it's
the
dead,
hip hop
though.
artists that can sell albums now? Like
Technically
talking about
everybody.
And I don't think the sales. I don't even want to talk about like the sales part, bro. There are definitely artists that drop, and I want to listen to their full entire album.
Like who?
Like
Like who?
Denzel Curry. Like I want to hear the entire project.
It's a
Like Kendrick, I want to hear where he's gonna.
yeah,
take
but
me.
but what I'm saying is that is based off of what the artist gives you, right? Right? That's cool. But the problem is Denzel Curry them has other songs. that they used to drop during the blog era, especially Cole and Kendrick, used to drop you off a Lucy here and there.
Yeah.
They used to give you, nigga, stop, continue. Me and Cole argue about this shit all the time. You know, we talk about this shit. And then even with Eve and them niggas, I'd be like, nigga, like.
Especially with the artists they got over there.
Like
they
nigga,
should
drop.
never stop, drop.
Nigga, drop. We dropping, fuck it.
Dreamville, and listen, we know my contentious relationship over the past. Drop the fucking music, bro.
Bro,
Like, there's
I'm the same
nothing
way.
anybody can talk about. If it's a bunch of niggas over there with a bunch of great music that is just sitting on it.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what it is, but and this is just honest, and I can say this with all honesty. It's just like, I think when you come from an era where niggas can, because we talk about this, me and Eve talk about this shit, is that the artists are so, because they came to somewhere where the album was so important, you know what I'm saying? They try to make everything about the album. And it's like, we're just not in this time no more, bro. It's not in the time where like your album is the most important thing.
Because dropping an album, you should stop. Dropping an album for an artist, you just.
Anymore,
Go
though.
ahead.
Cool.
I mean, niggas can't do a lot of things when I'm cussing at everybody. I mean, not saying I you know what I'm saying, not saying I run shit, but I'm definitely very vocal about
But good.
how we should continue staying on niggas' fucking head. Cause I take this shit personal. I'm too competitive. Like, truthfully, I don't feel like niggas is better than nobody.
I wasn't in love with the Lucy that he dropped during the pandemic.
Who?
And like, I guess, Cole.
Which ones?
Like the no name, quote unquote. No
Nah, you bugging out. That shit was fire. That no name shit was fire.
He didn't. That wasn't even a
I
diss to no name, but that's whatever.
No, I know it's not, but I know
Yeah.
people will remember
That shit was fire.
But I mean,
And then
like,
the
I
Lion
think
King, those two Lucy.
Nah, that-
Like,
I
if
love,
you gonna
I love
The
like
Return to December shit.
Lion
the Return to December was hard as fuck to me.
I wasn't in love
Yo,
with it. But
yo,
then also
it's
I
the
was
shit
gonna
that y'all
say-
don't be liking that I be liking that be making me look at y'all niggas like, what the fuck?
But the one tell you the coolest thing about that shit though, that's cool. You still had content
True.
to talk
And the
about.
song, yeah, I was about to say the song
Whether
dropped.
you like it or not, like, there's some niggas that liked it.
Yeah.
Some niggas that didn't like it. Now, but what I'm saying is the problem. This is the problem with niggas like Cole or Kendrick. Like, what happens is they get to a certain status, right? And what happens now is everything they do is such under a spotlight that if people seem
That's
like
what I was about
they
to
don't
ask
like it, they like, oh my God, man. But there's some niggas B-side songs that they just released to some of my favorite shits. They weren't they biggest, but it's like, damn, nigga, like, I really
Enchanted my
resonate.
favorite Cole record, son. Nigga did not drop. He didn't drop that. Even when the mixtape dropped, it's not like that was the record they was pushing. Like,
favorite one is still
Drug Quiz,
Premeditated
Yeah.
Murder.
That one.
That-
That one's hard.
Like, but that's what
Premeditated is the best one on the tape.
Yeah, Premeditated Murder is still like my
you think that's the best one to take?
Yeah.
But see, you see what I'm saying we doing right here? That's
Yeah.
the beautiful part about me. It don't matter if you don't like this one. He may like this one, and I may be in between of it. It don't matter. Like, the problem is, I think the media made motherfuckers start feeling like if they didn't do certain things or how they did it, if it wasn't the best of the best, they was gonna get criticized. But my nigga,
Well, that's what I want to ask you. Is that, I think that is a part of it, but like I said, from your experience on it, I'm somebody who talks about music. You're somebody who works in it, makes it work. Is that a thing where artists, like certain artists, I think sometimes the crown is too heavy. They
Yeah.
can't afford to drop something that doesn't
That's why
slap.
Future is the best rapper alive. And that gets back to Future.
Why are we see?
That's why. Because I'm gonna tell you why.
Like that?
I'm
That
gonna
was
tell
tough.
you why.
That was tough.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because I know exactly what he about. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because at the end of the day, he's just giving it to you. He's literally creating and giving it to the people. Like, that's what makes him the best rapper. Like, I'm going to rap and do what I do that I love, and I'm gonna put it out here. Whether you love it or whether you don't love it, like, it's my creation.
Doing his job.
I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm here to be the best rapper, and I'm gonna prove it. Want me to tell you who else took that same approach?
Dom.
Yeah, no, I'm talking another nigga. Wayne. Listen, bro, niggas was not.
Dom, it's so funny you brought up Wayne. Dom and Wayne both did that in the top. And I guess this is to push back on our point of saying release the music. Dom Kennedy and Lil Wayne, these two people in particular, we loved them when they was, well, I came to like Wayne later on for that shit. But in the time he was doing it, I wasn't really on it. But Wayne and Dom are two people that was releasing. Everybody like, oh my God. And they kept doing it to a point where people were like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Imagine if Coca-Cola stopped selling niggas Cokes.
Oh, wow. I ain't think
Niggas
about
gonna
that.
go to something else.
And that was very Atlanta of you.
Yeah.
This nigga is super Atlanta. He didn't even
Can't
say
say
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Can't say Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
Nah,
I'm gonna jump on one thing real
That's
quick,
the only
guys.
P we ain't pushing around here. That's the only P we ain't pushing.
That's the wrong P.
That's the wrong P. My nigga
Go ahead,
kinda pushing
D-Block.
P.
Barry, you mentioned Barry, you mentioned a lot about this process of still remaining, not being as precious with your music and still just releasing singles throughout time, right? Now, do you think the record industry, right, has created this kind of way of, like, you don't see singles being released prior to an album anymore? Like, before Drake released Certified
Niggas think they
Lover Boy,
Beyonce and they not.
but I think it's because they want that first time tap in.
Yeah, but they not Beyonce.
You need that.
That's true.
You need that. Like, I think we need to get back to promoting albums. I think it needs to be a
I
month
agree.
leading up to your
I agree
album.
with you.
Like, nigga, like, it's too, because what now is, it's too much out there, right? So
Yeah.
now you got to give niggas time to
Separate.
prepare for your shit. Like, it's so much information out there that people are missing people albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of times, I've been like on Earth Gang time, like, I watch what people like, why didn't nobody tell me Earth Gang dropped an album? I'm like, it's so much shit going on. You gotta understand, like, people are so fucking, social media has thrown motherfuckers so many different ways.
We
It's so many,
process a lot.
it's so much to process, bro. The brain, like, bro, the brain is getting no bigger. Everything is getting faster except the brain capacity to hold shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your brain is only so big, bro. It's a book called The Tipping Point, and they talk about, you know what I'm saying? They talk about, like, you being able to, like you, if 12 people die, like, your brain can only hold, like,
yeah, you can
emotionally
only withhold so much.
hold so much for, like, emotional space for certain people. Like, people die, and it's like, bro, you only have space in your brain for 10 to 12 people. Like, it's only 10 to 12 people in your life that died. You're really actually, like, really
Which
be
is a
fucking
bigger
real.
microcosm, or
Yeah.
like a bigger view into, like,
Yeah.
just blackness, right? Like living in America as a black person. Like,
Yeah.
why people be like, oh, you can make music and all this are surrounded by death, and you're like numb to it. But you revert to the tipping point where it's like you only have but so much.
There's
So
only so much brain capacity.
So if
you have.
if we grew up already over the max, of course you're gonna be numb to it. And you know what I mean? Just a little point,
Yeah, I mean, 1,000%. It's like, but so to me, it's like, when you think about this shit, it's like, you can go either way.
No, I'm the way, I think I lean to the way it was gonna get black people paid. That's where I always lean in. What I don't have to love the music. But if I see young black niggas, young black women getting paid off of it, go for it. And then also, it's what we kind of back what you were saying before. We gotta realize hip hop is now more than just music. It's always been a culture, right? Now the culture has more aspects to it, where you know the five that's breakdancing, graffiti, rapping, the MC, DJing. Well, now you got us, media. So the more artists release music, the more jobs we have. That's where I look at it. Now we got more stuff to talk about.
Also, man, you know, just on this black, I dive deeper into this shit, man. When you talk about hip hop, it's like, when we talk about rap, bro, shit's what, 40 years old?
40 plus, yeah.
I mean, my nigga, we got our civil rights in 64, nigga. That shit, nigga, niggas basically went from being goddamn discriminated against to now
The largest export.
to the largest export of our culture. I mean, that's to me, like, we sell culture. We sell who we are as people, but that shit is so brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, in 64, niggas couldn't even piss or eat at the same restaurants. And then 40 years later, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not even 40 years later.
Yeah, the grandkids.
Goddamn, what is it? 16 years later, niggas created rap.
Yep.
As soon as a nigga got free, we jump right into talking our shit.
1979.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We jump right into this shit. 15 years later, this shit is still a new, that's why we just now starting to see our first billionaires off of our culture of music.
Right.
This shit is a big export. So for me, and how I look at this shit is like, man, like, only thing I really just hate, because, you know, it's funny if G and Earth Gang was here to tell you, they'd be like, who that nigga favorite artist? Niggas be like, that nigga listen to goddamn street shit. He a little baby ass nigga. But I love them niggas' artistry and their ability, because I when I looked at Atlanta, and this is just a true story, when I looked at being at home, Earth Gang is from the West Side. I'm from the West Side. I'm from Simpson, and Jit is from the East Side. I don't even really go to the East Side. It's just not my thing. I don't really, you know. But I fuck with niggas on the East Side. I just don't. It's just not
What
my
is
thing.
considered the East Side?
Like
Is
past
that where
East Atlanta.
Biggie
Like
from?
he's from East Atlanta. That's still
Like
Atlanta.
what's a land? I'm not even being
Like
funny.
21 and Nudie from the East Side.
What Lil Harold from?
From the East Side.
Okay.
It's like Glenwood.
That's my favorite
Candler.
nigga out of Atlanta right now.
Yeah, Harold crazy.
Him and Earth Gang, my favorite niggas out of Atlanta.
Man,
right
so man, Earth Gang next album is on some other shit. That
now. The
shit,
one you talking about the one after the one they just dropped?
Nigga, the one that's coming in September, October is
Oh, we getting another one.
This nigga is.
And them niggas was just up here and ain't tell us nothing.
Yeah, I mean, them niggas.
Go to hell.
Them niggas, all them niggas is. They're creative. All them niggas, Jid and Earth Gang, them niggas are creatively crazy.
Yeah, I love them.
But I think my point is that, like, you know, in Atlanta, like, when I came back home, because I was living in LA and I came back home and I got introduced to them by my brother Blake. It was crazy because it was Jid, Earth Gang, and Black in the same household.
So
Nigga,
funny story about that.
That was crazy.
So when they was all living in that house, I was cool with Sully.
Yeah.
So me and Sully was tight. So I came down. So this is like early in my career. So like I came down there for A3C. I like had one hosting.
Okay.
I like one fucking hosting, like this hole in the wall spot. So so I'm talking to Sully, and I'm like, he like, where you staying? I'm like, bro, I'm staying in the airport. Shout out to my nigga Abe Hyde. Like, I was on some Abe shit. Like, I was like, nigga, I'm just staying at the airport. I'm gonna go do this hosting. I'm gonna get back Abe. He like, man, fuck that. Come spend the night in my crib. He was staying at the Spillage Village house. So I'm sleeping on the couch, and I wake up through A3C, and I like wake up on the couch. I'm like, what the fuck is this? When I went to bed, there was no niggas here.
Oh yeah,
I woke
that
up,
shit is get crazy.
all of Atlanta is, I said, I gotta get the fuck home.
Nah, bro. That shit was that shit. And it's crazy because shout out to my brother Devin Ebanks. I used to manage athletes and shit too. So when Devin, who's from Queens, was playing for the Lakers, he had bought this equipment, and then he ended up like leaving to go play for Dallas. And I took the equipment out of storage and I put it in the Spillage Village house, and them niggas just started going crazy.
That's dope.
Like they just started super going crazy. So you know what I'm saying? That nigga provided the equipment that allowed them niggas to really get they rocks off for real. But I mean, I guess in my head when I was looking at Atlanta, I saw that was so much street shit that was being praised. And I'm just like, bro, Atlanta way too diverse for niggas to only fit. So like, man, Jid and Earth Gang and Black and Mariba, them, like all of that, Deontay Hitchcock, to me, or fucking Marco Plus, all them niggas to me is just like what I felt like needed to stand next to this trap shit. And that's why I when I say Kendrick Cole and them were destroying music, because like, bro, y'all voices are so needed. Y'all are the heroes for the other side of the niggas that ain't gangsters. Because most niggas ain't gangsters. Man, we know who screamed that shit that them niggas be listening to, that shit. We know who the fuck be really running that shit up the charts. You know what I'm saying? We know them people. You know what I'm saying? So like, the average man, the average black man who went through a lot of pain and turmoil in their communities, and like, yeah, bro, is that part of the environment? Yeah, but nigga, it's 5 niggas out your neighborhood who really like that, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else just really be on some, I just want to find my way to get out of this shit. And I need to figure out a better way. So niggas need Cole to hit you with some shit. Niggas need Kendrick. Niggas need a Earth Gang. Niggas need a G. They need that balance.
It needs to live together so that there's no disruption.
You can take a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just,
like, if you think about, like, if it's like we said earlier with that, like, that whole Marvel hero comp, it's like, if Cole and Kendrick leave for a bit, then you gotta respect who's here holding hip hop together.
Yeah, you need something.
Who's
Can
moving
you
the
make
industry.
That point that you made about why people go to LA and then leave LA and just go back to Atlanta.
Oh, because niggas in Atlanta, like, niggas don't turn up in Atlanta. Like, listen, this is a well-known fact. I'm just not that big on West Coast music. I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can respect any nigga for what they do. It's just not my favorite shit.
Yeah, I get
so
it.
Like, when even like, I respect the fuck out of what Kendrick do. I respect the fuck out of what Dom and Nipsey and all them brought to the table. I'm just not like the biggest fan of West Coast music. I think
you think Kendrick makes West Coast music?
Kendrick makes Andre 3000 music.
Yes. Which is in West Coast.
Atlanta. But I mean, he makes...
No, Barry doesn't like bar.
I'm not a bar nigga.
So that's why he's not...
I mean, I figured that.
I'm not a bar nigga. Jid, bro, we go through this all the time.
But you like Jid and you like Baby.
No, listen, I love... My favorite Jid song is Working Out. He'll tell you that. Off his new album, this shit called Brother Them.
I know you love...
Favorite shit.
I know you love Stick. Pause. I know you love Stick. That shit crazy.
Nigga... We had the 4-stick out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jid.
So much.
But we talking about West Coast.
West Coast shit. Yeah, that shit. Niggas too talented. That's that nigga problem. Some niggas got too much talent.
Yeah.
Some niggas don't even know what the fuck to do with their talent. He's a nigga with too much talent.
Yeah.
He need to untalent himself. That's that nigga problem.
Detalent-fire?
He need to detalent-fire. But dead ass, that's a new word. No, I mean, like, West Coast music, like, to me, when you go to LA, it's a certain lifestyle. It's weather, it's beaches, it's weed.
Weird.
It's yeah, I don't really, it's not,
hate
and
that
the problem is when all my West Coast niggas, when I talk to Mouse, I talk to a lot of these other niggas and shit, and they be like, nah, nigga, you in the Hollywood part. And I agree with them. When I go out there, nigga, I don't really be fucking with the the trenches shit.
You're not with the native.
I'm not with the natives, so I end up being. So I never really had. I had a couple LA experiences, which I mean, I need to dive deeper into that shit. But I lived out there for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
But you still were in the
my cousin
with
was
the
playing. My cousin
transplant.
Travis Leslie was playing for the goddamn Clippers. I was goddamn. Devin was playing for the goddamn Lakers.
Lakers.
I was Staples Center shouting. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, every I'm doing whatever.
Every other night.
I'm a nigga. Goddamn, I'm Staples Center. Goddamn ambassador. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it. So I mean, got super love for LA and what they bring to the table. It's just like West Coast music in general. Like I don't really vibe with the whole. I don't smoke weed. I don't vibe with the whole goddamn get high shit. It's like,
Same
and
shit
then on
here.
some real shit, like them niggas culture, it come from like gang banging, like culture. Like in my head, like nigga, it's really nice out here with some badass hoes. What are you niggas gang banging for? Nigga.
Because they don't have access to that.
This shit is crazy. Like I don't get it. Like I'm saying, like for me, I just don't understand the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I get you 1,000%.
so for me, their music is more heavily tilted on that type of shit, which I'm saying it just don't resonate with me. But you know,
but in Atlanta,
when you go out there, you're getting this experience sometimes because when you come out there, you're not going to the trenches. You're going to the hills. It kind of like it takes the soul away from Atlanta. Like, bro, Atlanta is a civil rights goddamn
hub.
Like it's a hub for blackness. You know what I'm saying? It's a hub for being a nigga.
And that's
like,
just where the culture.
And that's just what the culture of a nigga is. And I'm not saying LA ain't got no culture. I'm saying their culture is just something different than I'm not used to.
Yeah.
And then that shit's 4 hours away. So even when you out there, like, nigga, the closest thing you get in the state is really the Bay. And they shit sound completely different than the niggas that make shit in LA.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like, this is a whole state. But that's why if you big in Cali, bro, nigga, you could be a big ass artist. Like, my favorite artist out of California is Mozzie.
love Mozzie.
Mozzie to me is my favorite nigga. And I think Kendrick, to me, I say this, Kendrick is the best artist out of everybody. He's super like he's the best artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
West Coast.
I mean, just period.
Oh, okay.
Like artist, that nigga's the best artist. That nigga, he wants to be the best artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess artists is just like, overall, he's the best artist. But who I gravitate towards more out of, if you want to talk about Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, not because even before we even fucked with Cole, it was always Cole. Cole resonated more with me for being a Southern nigga that talked that two-side personality shit. Like, nigga, I went to school. I also did some other shit. I also damn near went to prison. I had to sit down. I also went to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I could go either way at any given time. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, niggas will tell you, like, nigga, you may see me over here with some killers and drug dealers, and you may see me over here with goddamn Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very diverse in how I feel like I want to move. You know what I'm saying? But I can live in each situation because I understand the experience of everybody that from those situations.
I think we need like a monthly check-in with Barry.
Yo, I'm saying I want.
Yo, D-Block.
I love talking.
D-Block,
to
get figure that out. We need like a monthly check-in
I don't know,
with Barry.
man. West Coast shit just, you know.
We didn't even make the question for today. What's the question? Because we got to wrap.
The question on the pod is the album format dead? I know we're answering that it's not, but so I think to wrap up is just kind of saying, Nyla, if you want to start it, like we came in and I think we have an answer that it's not dead, it's changed.
All right.
And then you guys can just bring us home from there. Yeah.
Definitely changed.
Cool. All right. Well, so you're not in love with the West Coast, but you're looking forward to Kendrick's project. It'll do good for.
I'm just saying the music doesn't
No, he
resonate
said it's gonna
with me.
destroy the culture. He said the culture's fucked.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, it just doesn't resonate heavily with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just because I mean, like, I'm not saying I don't.
Barry, I got
listen.
one question regarding that notion though. Doesn't quality art take time?
I mean, but who's to say what's quality and what's not?
I think the fans do.
Do they?
Yeah, I think that I don't think anybody's confused about, at least from my point of view, I don't think anybody's confused about what's quality and what's not. Like I don't see people.
You don't think so?
No, because
I think people are.
I think they use it to sometimes like disrespect people. So they'll be like, man, don't nobody got time to hear that conscious shit. Nobody trying to hear that. So they're acknowledging that it's quality, but you just don't want to hear it.
No. That doesn't mean that it's quality to them. They say they don't want it. To me, music goes two ways to me, bro. And it's just the truth for me. Like, that's why I don't even like being called, like, I don't like the expert word. Nigga, when you hear a song, guess what you gonna say? Either you like it or you don't, bro.
Yep.
Like, nigga, all the rest of this diving deep into, oh, nigga, the goddamn drums, goddamn was over the hi-hat and all. Man, shut the hell up. Nigga, you are a fucking, if you don't make this shit, you're just a consumer of this
That nigga
shit.
was about to, that nigga wanted to say you work at Best Buy so
Nigga,
bad.
like, fuck out of here, bro. Like, you don't make music. Like, nigga, you are just a listener.
Well, you know, everybody is a fucking...
Man, no, nigga, they not, though.
These days.
These days, niggas are liars. Yeah, these days you a clown. Like, nigga, if you don't work in the business, your job is not to do this shit.
You're a consumer.
You're a fucking consumer. Nigga, consume. Either say you like it or not. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
That's really it.
Like, nigga, so when niggas be talking about what's quality, to me, it's like,
or get a podcast. No, just playing.
I mean, I'm just like, to me, it's like, I either like it or I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna go like, nigga, like, he would have had Dre put the goddamn, nigga, bro. Who cares? Like, it don't matter. So what I'm saying, quality is, some niggas that tell you Yeet is quality. Some young niggas right now that tell you, nigga, you are crazy as fuck. Yeet is the hottest shit on the planet.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, who am me to tell that nigga he wrong?
That's why I check out.
Because that's not your quality. So what I'm saying is, who's the fucking hierarchy to tell us what people should like or not
I think
like?
there should be a barrier.
I don't think so, bro. It's a world of 8 billion people, bro.
Yeah, we don't have
It's like when you was in high school, man, nigga, it might been some golf niggas over in the corner.
Right.
Like, nigga, who am me to tell them niggas how to wear all black?
Right.
I just might not fuck with them niggas.
What if we put it differently, Barry? What if when you hear a song that you know was made in an hour versus a song you know was made in 2 weeks? Can you tell the difference?
No, because there's some songs that are amazing that was made in 20 minutes. I think sometimes when artists just do what they feel, it's sometimes the best shit. I think sometimes you take 2 weeks to make shit. I ain't gonna mention no names, but you motherfucking
say it.
You can fucking goddamn, you motherfucking, you can fuck up the idea or you can fuck up the originality of the song.
Right.
You can fuck it up. But we don't never know because by the time we get it, it's what we get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, great discussion for real. So, in your opinion, albums still matter?
for sure.
Structure, mouse.
Structure's a little different, but it matters.
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of I'm kind of at the standpoint. In the beginning, I was like, yeah, that it still matter, but now it's like, I don't know. I can't answer that now. Now that we had the conversation, I don't know. It's like do albums, do they matter where, right? And I'm not trying to like restart but where, right? Like we just got done talking about, I talk about all the time how much I stand Saweetie. I love Saweetie.
Yes.
Not just because she's fucking drop dead gorgeous. I think the business acumen is fucking genius. Yes, she's drop dead gorgeous. I would literally drink her bath water.
He really just wants to fuck
But
the girl because he be
That's not true.
co-signing
See, look how you do black men.
No, the way you do
about, bro?
this.
What are you talking about, bro? Like, I could really want to take her on mad dates. Well, why I want to have sex with her?
Just go ahead.
Now,
The point of the matter-
you can't. That's these days you
wildin'.
can't say you like people.
Yeah,
these
she's
days.
wildin'.
You can't give compliments because then
Especially with a black woman doing this to me. That's crazy.
Because you'll be like, yeah, she's a lyricist.
No, I
not
never
because
said
she
that,
dropped
bro.
Dead Gorgeous.
I never said
You did
she
say that
was
on
a
our
lyricist.
female- You said that on our
I never said she was a lyricist, bro.
she said
Yeah, you
I
be
never said she was a
catfishing people to
lyricist.
go on a date.
But
That's
if
like-
it'll put me in a better
Stop.
she's a fire lyricist. But neither here nor there. No, the reason I love Saweetie outside of her being just drop dead gorgeous, it's the fact that she has, or her team has a business acumen surrounded by this music. Like we said earlier, if this was 10 years ago, 2 fire singles, Saweetie would have had an album out in stores that would have fucking dudded and she would have been a laughing stock.
Right.
But because she hasn't, we gotta respect it. When Saweetie drops, you gotta respect it. If Saweetie's dropping a single, I don't care who the artist is, you gotta respect. You gotta be like, shit, do we want to drop with Saweetie?
All you gotta do is creatively change the deals, man. I mean, which they do.
Do that breakdown one more time?
I mean, you gotta creatively change the deals, and that's not even that same breakdown. It's like, my nigga, like when you sign a deal, you need to go in there and tell them how you plan on being the artist, but it also takes you knowing yourself. Like, you don't have to sign an album deal, my nigga. You could say, I'm going to put out 15 songs however I want to put it out.
Yeah.
Like, whatever format. Maybe I might drop 2 EPs and 6 singles. Maybe I'll drop, an album and 5 singles. Like, you can creatively go and talk to these labels in today's time and say, I am this type of artist. This is how I want to deliver my product.
and that goes to what you were saying. This is how we'll get at it. That goes to what you were saying earlier when you was talking about not everybody needs to be an artist. We need more people like you with that thought process. We need you and others like you finding these kids in the culture and making real managers out of these people so that these kids, when they just have a few fire songs and they're about to walk into a label, not have a songwriter, just have them as a manager. Like, we need more Barrys influencing kids in the culture to be managers, to have this thought process so that these kids don't get fucked and don't end up in a label deal in a 5-album deal when it should be 6 singles and an EP deal. You get what I'm saying?
I want to wrap this because I got to go to work, but I do think with that it'll be difficult just because we're in a generation of me. Like, everybody wants to be in the forefront. So how would you even convert people to thinking like...
Bro, unlearn everything that you think you know. It's fine, bro. Just unlearn it. It's not the same system.
It worked at a time.
It worked at that time, bro. It's like, I hate when niggas be like, back in the day, nigga, bro, back in the day, KD would have bust Michael Jordan ass. Period. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yeah, let me go, bro.
We
Facts.
see people that
KD would kill that nigga, bro.
You know, KD's nothing but George Gervin, and you see what Clyde Drexler, and you see what he did to Clyde Drexler.
No.
But we see.
All right,
people...
let's wrap this. I want to argue with him about this. Go ahead, let's wrap this because he's bugging out, bro.
Nigga get murdered.
All right, guys. So thank you. For
Imagine a nigga who never lost in 6 championships. All right, yeah, go ahead.
I'm supposed to be there.
Nigga played against Thunder Dan Marley, man. I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh
John Stockton. I don't want to hear that shit. Them niggas were small white people.
All right, guys.
He also did the Clyde Drexler.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut
now we get yelled at.
up.
Now we got in trouble.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tapping into the What Today. Barry, thank you for stopping by. You get on my fucking nerves. As always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Make sure you guys follow our YouTube. It is up and active. Any last words?
You done told me shut up. You got it.
Barry, shout out your gram. So people, seriously, people should follow you. You have a lot of great takes. Shout out your Instagram. So people.
My last word is going to be fuck Michael Jordan.
Oh, my God. All right, make sure you guys
this
follow.
podcast,
make
bro.
sure y'all follow Barry at Barry Hefner on the gram. Until next time, guys.
Fuck you too, old man.
Peace. Oh, my God.
Fuck out of here. Make sure you put my fuck Michael Jordan on there.